Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We've got the return of a familiar Florida courtroom character I recently covered, and this time, the judge isn't just shutting him down, he's actively trolling him. Same nonsense, same confidence, and a judicial response that's equal parts sharp and hilarious. Trust me, this one is worth watching. Let's get into it.
Not prepared this morning with your sovereign citizen argument? You needed some additional time to prepare?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some additional time to prepare your sovereign citizen argument. When do you want to come back?
Well, they're both back. And today we find out whether he's finally learned that his sovereign citizen arguments don't work, or if the judge is about to send him straight back to his cell for a little more study time. Same courtroom, same bad ideas, and a judge who's clearly had enough. Let's jump in and see how it plays out.
Judge, I have brought to court with me during the recess the paperwork that was delivered by a private citizen for Mr. Morris. I have removed the binder clip that I had on it. There are no staples, there are no paper clips in the packet. It's simply a packet of prepared documents.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morris, now that you have your paperwork, anything else you want me to consider?
Yes, sir. I'm looking through it now, sir.
Okay.
I ain't seen it in a minute.
You'd think that spending time in jail would at least give him the opportunity to figure out how to properly announce himself as the secured party creditor. By special appearance, not general, but no. Somehow, absolutely nothing has sunk in. Now he's about to enjoy a solid 3 minutes of awkward silence while he frantically tries to read whatever paperwork was just handed to him, convinced that the mythical get-out-of-jail-free key has to be buried somewhere in that stack. I'm going to skim past that part for everyone's sake, because there's no reason for you to risk a repetitive facepalm injury watching him search for legal salvation that simply does not exist.
Common law trust. It's just speaking about the trust. This was the UCC, just financial statement. It's a UCC statement with my own Alizé Morris and the trust name. The principal name was Octavius Alizé Taekwondo. And then it says, this is the entry of collateral by trustee / secure party creditor on behalf of the trust estate. It's Octavius Alizé Taekwondo Jeter Trust in the commercial chambers under necessity to secure the rights, title, interest, and value therefore in, and the root or title from inception, as well as all property held in trust, including but not limited to DNA, cDNA, cell lines. There's I don't know that word is right there.
Mr. Morris, I thought you said that they arrested the wrong person. They had the wrong person in jail. That's why I'm not sure what you're talking about some trust in your DNA and cDNA.
It says retina scans is what that said.
Okay.
Or retina scan.
I swear, these types just keep getting more unintentionally entertaining. The last time I covered this guy, I said the same thing. These are my favorite sovereign citizens to watch. The ones who are absolutely convinced they're right, overflowing with confidence, yet completely incapable of explaining why they're right. It's pure certainty with zero substance, and every time they open their mouth, it only makes the disconnect more obvious.
Do we need to check your fingerprints or scan your retina to verify? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Oh, can you read this? I can't really read it like that.
Let me see. Maybe I'm not sure what's going on. You told me you were not Zatavius Morris. Then you just started reading something from a sheet of paper that said Zatavius Elise Taquan Morris.
Okay.
So are you or are you not Zatavius Elise Taquan Morris?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Smith,
My name, this is right here, sir. It's on. You probably can't have a good chance reading it. Right here. This right here. Bill of service, tort and violation. Just had a judge look at this. I can't read all this stuff. Not to you. Alexander Moore, secure party, Billy, and principal of you or the agent fail not to, I don't know that word is right there. To your oath that should be called to answer before one God and the most supreme.
I can't hear you, Mr. Moore.
All this.
Oh, sir, I want to call you Mr. Morris if that's not your name.
Nope, that's his argument now. I won't spoil too much, but he genuinely believes the court arrested the wrong person because he claims to be the living man, not the all-caps corporate fiction listed on the paperwork. Same recycled sovereign citizen script, same imaginary distinction, and the same inevitable outcome when reality shows up and refuses to play along.
Let me ask you this, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you saying, I'm looking at a complaint affidavit here, and on December 5th, according to this complaint affidavit, Gulf County Sheriff's Department pulled you over while you were driving and arrested you, and they ran your name, Z. Morris, came back as a convicted felon. And are you telling me that your name is not Zatavius Morris, or you're not the person they arrested on December 5th? What are you telling? Did you give a false name? What are you telling me?
I ain't give no false name, Your Honor.
How did they get that name, Zatavius Elise Morris? Well, you don't answer that question. That probably has to do with, I'm trying to figure out. Maybe Mr. Hill, you could help me. Is he saying that the Sheriff's Department arrested the wrong person?
Your Honor, as much as I can.
Well, don't disclose any confidential, privileged information.
I raised issues when I had my pretrial discovery meeting with Mr. Morris pertaining to this case, because that's the only one I've got discovery on.
Yes, sir.
And I've done some independent research into that. Mr. Morris, or this individual, has this information that he's saying that he is not the person.
I'll take a look at whatever you want me to. I'm looking at the complaint affidavit. They said they had your driver's. They said you have your driver's license, and they ran your driver's license with that name.
Well, I guess the state doesn't even need to prove you were driving without a license, especially since you just admitted it on the record. That little slip saves everyone a lot of time. Now the judge takes a moment to skim the paperwork, and that's when it becomes painfully clear what he's dealing with. Not a legal argument, not a technicality, but someone completely detached from reality and convinced paperwork alone can override a confession.
What it was, restrict somewhere. You read the last page.
Oh, I'm looking at legal notice and demand to all state, federal, and international public officials. This is a contract and admiralty. This is some of that sovereign citizen nonsense. I thought you were saying that they arrested the wrong person. I'm not listening to any of that sovereign citizen nonsense. You told me they arrested the wrong person. If you're talking about admiralty law and that the first page was a trust and that you're the debtor, I'm not listening to any of that nonsense. When are we coming back?
Your discretion, Judge. I can tell you I've got discovery on the first case. I don't have discovery yet on the second case. I'm at your discretion, Judge.
Ms. Smith, when do you want to come back?
Judge, let's do the 6/27, our next available, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll come. And Mr. Morris, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I thought you were telling me they arrested the wrong person. I certainly don't want someone who hasn't. If you're the wrong person that they arrested, I didn't want you sitting in the county jail. But what you gave me looks like some of that admiralty law, sovereign citizen. I travel. I don't drive. I don't have jurisdiction over you. I'm not listening to that stuff.
You know, I genuinely appreciate judges like this. When a defendant claims the wrong person was arrested and insists he has paperwork and an argument to make, the judge lets him speak. Fair process, record made, box checked. But the moment it becomes clear that the argument is nothing more than recycled sovereign citizen nonsense, it gets shut down immediately. No theatrics, no endless back and forth, and no wasting the court's time indulging fantasies. That's judicial economy done right. Listen just long enough to confirm it's nonsense, then move on.
Your Honor,
yes, sir.
You didn't get what I said. That was the agent of the principal. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're talking about a bunch of stuff that people who believe themselves to be sovereign citizens parrot. And I told you I'm not listening to any of that. I'm not sure how you, the principal and the agent of your own, I'm not listening to that. Now, if you are wrongfully arrested, that's what I thought you were saying. I certainly want to listen to that. But if you are talking about trust and being the agent, and you're not the principal, and I saw something about admiralty law, I'm not listening to that.
What?
I will see you on the 27th of June. Take care, sir.
All right, so it looks like June 27th will be our next court date. He's got about a month and a half with his paperwork. Plenty of time, in theory, to figure out how to read it and understand what's actually happening. Realistically, though, my confidence that he'll manage to self-lawyer his way out of this sits at a solid 0%. The pattern is well established, and nothing so far suggests a sudden breakthrough is coming. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit dislike. Either way, leave a comment below and make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my content.